Greetings. Today we are going to walk through a new configuration. By the end of this demonstration, you should be well equipped to begin the process of configuring a variety of products on your own. We'll start at the home screen, which is where you should initially be upon logging in. If you have access to create configurations, you can click on the plus icon and navigate to product selection in order to begin. From here, you'll be presented with different categories for selection. In this video, we will be working with the configurator category. As an aside, the CAD Models category will quickly provide you with 2D and 3D models by using your model number information. The configurator allows you to fully configure a product based on information you provide while following a series of guided questions. The output of a successful configuration will lead to a number of results, including CAD models, a technical specification sheet, product ratings, and much more. In the next screen, you will select a product to configure. Sumitomo currently offers a wide selection of products for configuration, with many more on the way. For this demonstration, let's configure a cyclo. Depending on your level of access, you may or may not have the same amount of inputs you are seeing here. Follow the prompts provided and enter the relevant information. The red asterisk denotes items that are mandatory. Product selection name will assign a name to your configuration to be used in the future for easy reference. Assigning a project to your configuration will allow you to group it with other items associated with the same project name. Your username will be set as the owner of this configuration by default, but you can assign it to another individual as well. Depending on level of access, a user may only be able to view configurations that they own. Finally, you can assign a customer to your configuration for quotation purposes later on. Let's take a moment to talk about the configuration display in general. In the center of your screen, you will find the guided inputs for each option that need to be configured. If you need help regarding a particular section, click the question mark icon for more details when available. In the upper left-hand corner of your screen, you will see the product you are currently configuring, the name you have given your configuration, and its internal ID. On the right-hand side, you will see the estimate for your configuration, followed by a roadmap of sorts detailing options left to be configured before you are complete. While you can skip around, it is highly recommended that you continue through each option in sequence, as some options are driven completely from what you provide in others. As you navigate through each option, those that you have completed will be displayed in the lower right. You can revisit a screen at any time by directly clicking the option you would like to navigate to. When you need to, save your progress, click on the Save button. You can come back to a configuration at any time. Now, let's begin our cyclo configuration. The first section we come across is the system units. Here we will define unit of measures to be used globally throughout our configuration. These inputs will also be utilized in any output results or documentation received once our configuration is complete. Please select what is most appropriate for your needs. Next, we will choose a selection path method. Two methods are offered to help you define your base product features. The application method is the default and offers a selection approach for those with limited knowledge of the product, but an understanding of their own application requirements. The nomenclature method offers a more direct selection approach for those with knowledge of key technical elements such as input speed, frame size, and ratio. For the purposes of this demonstration, we will follow the default application path. For any given product configuration, there will be numerous options to configure. I won't go into detail regarding each and every one, but most should be self-explanatory with little knowledge of the product you are configuring. Please recall required elements will be denoted with a red asterisk and that you can click on the help icon for more information regarding particular elements where available. Follow along as we continue with our configuration. The Selection Input Summary section will present a summarized view of application requirements you entered within the past few screens. Please verify it for accuracy. Below that, within Pick Selection, you'll be presented with different product specifications that most closely match your requirements. Look closely at what each selection entails, then select the size that most closely matches your needs. Review the ratings that have been generated for your configuration. If items need to be adjusted, you should make changes in the previous screens. Let's make a few selections regarding the style and orientation of our product. The image below will provide you with an idea of how your selection may influence the final product. As an example, notice what happens to my product when I adjust the output shaft orientation to vertical down. Taking these items into consideration, please make the selections that best suit your needs. When making a configuration, you should consider where your product will be installed, as the environment may have an impact on the performance and longevity of your unit. Enter the unit operating conditions here, and based on the information you provide, we'll inform you of any required modifications to your configuration. Sumitomo offers a wide array of packages for added protection to your unit. While considering the environment, you should also take the time to decide whether this added protection is right for you and your investment. Our packages are capable of withstanding long-term exposure without external degradation or compromise in performance. Take a look and choose the right fit for you. As we near the end of our configuration, we have the option to add a number of other customizations, from housing options, lubrication, paint, additional items, and much more. Choose the customizations that best fit your needs. Please recall that a successful configuration will also provide us with CAD as output. Specify the format here. Dimensions shown are for reference only. Congratulations! You just finished your first configuration. You may need to give the system a minute or two to build the product. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll have a number of different options you can perform related to your configuration. Within the Product Selection Links section, you'll be able to obtain a variety of information. Let's take a look at this section in a bit more detail. If you have questions or comments regarding your configuration, please use the link provided to find and reach out to your nearest representative. You can obtain a PDF copy of your 2D design here. The product image is what we are currently viewing in the center of our screen. Price detail will show you the estimates generated based on the options you configured. Our technical specification sheet will provide you with complete technical details of your configuration in a handy-to-read format. You can also find a condensed version here. The product ID sheet will help our customer support team to convert your configuration into an order. Downloadable files and literature can also be found in this section for your convenience. Finally, you have the ability to import attachments to your configuration if you need. In the upper right-hand side of our screen is a button for making further adjustments to our configuration, and one for converting it into a quote. Thanks for following along. We'll talk about the quotation process in our next video.